Hi, I'm David Rosenberg, co-founder, CEO of AeroFarms, and digitization is changing the way we source food, both from an agriculture and a food standpoint. From an agriculture standpoint, at AeroFarms, we're a vertical farming company. That means we could grow plants without sun, without soil, anywhere in the world, whether it's in the equator or in the North Pole. And we could give the plant what it wants environmentally, and recreate that, whether it's temperature, humidity, pH, nutrients, micronutrients. Plants don't want sun, they need spectrum. They don't want soil, they want nutrients and micronutrients. And if you think of all those variabilities to grow not just plants, but excellent plants, a lot of it gets to computing power. How do we use compute? How do we use all these different ways of growing plants to create the perfect combination? So we're driving taste, texture, nutrient density, shelf life, color, all these attributes by giving a plant different amounts of airspeed, CO2, minerals, elements, spectrum of light, all these different features. So we have both the digitization through our MES system, our SCADA system, our industrial controls, our PLC, our program logic controls that tie right to our ERP system that connects to sensors, valves, pumps, lights, fans, to both give the plant something and take its information. And by taking the information, not only getting it to its various users like sales, marketing, operations, finance, food quality assurance, but also to R&D. So we could grow plants differently. An example of how AI has impacted our business, at a touch of our keystroke, we could change the seed density. Plants and their morphology grows differently depending on the proximity to its neighboring plant. So changing that seed density actually has tremendous impact on yields, which impacts cost of goods sold, lowers cost of goods sold, and the quality of a plant. Put simply, two plants close to each other will fight for light, and they might get stemmier. You spread it out, and then the morphology changes, the plants spread out. So that's how AeroFarms is changing the world. Two other quick examples. One is the Every Company. So here, I'm fortunate enough to be chairman of the board of the Every Company and leading the board of another company, Aspire. Every makes eggs, but not through chickens, but through precision fermentation. And here we could apply computing power. We've all heard of genetic sequencing to really break down the genetics of an egg and how do we chemically reproduce it, but not through a chicken, which has huge environmental impacts, but through precision fermentation. Here, de-risking that challenge. We've all seen eggs increase in cost by over twofold in the last year. So here, how do we source our food differently? And then Aspire, we make proteins through insects, more specifically crickets. And in a similar way, like we do at AeroFarms, of understanding how the environment impacts a plant, here we could understand how the environment impacts a cricket to get a cricket to grow fast. And how do we, it's one of the fastest ways to grow a protein that I've ever seen, or most efficient of any animal. So how do we create crickets that then we actually use for pet food? But the point is, there are a lot of different ways where digitization, where robotics, where AI is going to have tremendous transformation in our food and agriculture systems. And the world has a lot to be optimistic for. We have to move fast. We have to move with urgency.